Hi everyone, I'm Jessie, and this is my first time blogging, and I just want to tell you how to process your title because this is our um, our big thing now. That's what's going on right now. Okay, so first thing first, we bought a condo here in Marina, which is Dumaguete, and also we bought it 3 years ago. So we were waiting and waiting and waiting of the title from the first owner. So finally it came out, and it came out a week ago. So now we're on the process of how to transfer our title into our name. So this is what it looked like, the title from the first owner. Okay, so the first thing I did is to gather all the documents. I went to the BIR to get a list of all the requirements that they need to get your documents to proceed to registry of deeds, and from there you're gonna get your title under your name. Okay, so these are the list of the BIR people, the one that gave me. Okay, so these are all the lists. So basically they only put 4x, so that 4x are the most important papers that I'm gonna gather. So firstly, it's a 10 ID of the seller and the buyer. 10 ID is an important thing because they want to know your number so that you can pay your taxes to them. Okay, take note that if you want to buy a property here in Dumaguete or whichever in the Philippines, you have to get your 10 identification number together with the buyer, together with the seller, who's ever involved of the transaction that you're doing, because BIR will get and need that 10 ID or 10 number. Okay, so it's 10 of the sellers and the buyers indicated in the duly accomplished 10 verification slip, which they're gonna give you. The BIR will gonna give you this 10 slip, and you're gonna have to put their names and other details, and especially your 10 number. Okay, so second is your notarized deed of absolute sale. So it has to be notarized there, and then all your signature have to be there as well. So your deed of sale are very important as well, so that you can continue and proceed to your transfer of title. Okay, so when you got all your 10 IDs, your deed of sale, your deed of absolute sale, so the BIR needs an original copy or original notarized, and then you have to photocopy a couple. So you might need an original copy and then 2 photocopies, which is this one. 1 and 2 photocopies. Okay, next we're down into number 3, which is certified true copies of the tax declaration of a real property at time and the nearest date of transaction is issued by the local assessor's office. It means wherever you bought your unit or your property, you have to go to that local assessor's office, which is mostly in a municipality hall, to get your certified copy of your tax declaration, which is this one. Okay, it has to be the original copy from the assessor's office. Okay, usually the condominium gave you a copy together with your title, just a copy but not the original from the assessor's office. and it kind of looked like this. It kind of looked the same exactly, but it doesn't have the book number and stuff and everything, and also this one. So when you go to assessor's office, make sure you have everything that they need. Okay, one of it is the deed of absolute sale, okay, and your IDs. And then you might have to go to the treasurer's office to pay it as your tax declaration, real property fee. So it has to be paid before they gave you the original copy of your tax deck. So as our unit, it's based actually on your unit, on how big your unit is. They're gonna base on that. So our unit is 32 square meters, and it says here, together with your title, together of your title, it's gonna be there's gonna be what do you call it, like a market value. So they're gonna base on your market value or of how much is your unit, and then they're gonna base on that as 1.5%, and then you're gonna pay that. I paid mine around about 1,900 pesos. So after that, you have to go back to the assessor's office and claim your tax declaration original copy from them, which is this one. Yeah. Okay, next is our certified true copy of transfer condominium certificate, or OCT or CCT, which this one is the condominium certificate of title. So everything here is clean, so it's ready to go. Means that it doesn't have encumbrances or any hindrance that might be a complicated documents you might need. Okay, so after that, you're good to go. But in our side, I gave an extra papers just to make sure they won't ask for it. So first is your copy of your IDs together with your seller, together with your buyer. So buyer's copy and your copy, photocopies, and indicates your signature there 3 times. And of course our marriage certificate, the original one, and of course our special power of attorney, so that make sure that you're the one that's processing it, and so that they won't question you any further. Okay, so after that, I tried to submit it to the BIR. I went to the BIR, and they have some rules when you give your papers. You have to be sequence. What I mean is, what's indicated here firstly is to have to go firstly as well on your papers. So it has to be sequence, and also it has to be fastened. So I bought some stuff to fasten all my documents, so that they say it will attach intact and it won't go all over the place. So she checked my papers when I gave it to her, but then she told me about that. Yeah, you have to fasten all your documents, but then she asked me if I would like to just compute, because all my papers are good. You just have to give it to them clean as they want and fasten. Okay, so I asked for the computation of our capital gain tax and documentary stamps that needed to be paid through bank from the BI to the BIR account. bank account. So okay, it says here, okay, this is actually the computation sheet of how much I'm going to pay to the BIR, okay, as you can see there. Okay, we bought the condo for a higher bid price, but then of course the seller gave you an undervalue deed of sale so that you can pay lower price when it comes to capital gain tax. So that was our agreement between us, the buyer and seller, so that we could just pay ourselves the capital gain tax and documentary stamps, because usually in our Philippine law they have to pay it themselves because they're the one that made the money. Okay, so here we down or undervalue for 2.8 million. Okay, and the percentage of our capital gain tax is around about 6%, and also the documentary stamps is around about 1.5%. So on overall, we have to pay our capital gain tax, documentary stamps for 7.5%. So they calculated it and it went up to almost 200,000. So we're still looking for that 200,000 so that we get our title. So that's it. I just gave you the list of all the requirements when you want to transfer your title into your name. And if you have any more questions, just comment below. And if you want to keep updated, just click the bell and please subscribe. Thank you.